All right. Hey, hey. All right. So Leos. So for this series, it reads, by the way, this is your second video of the week. I try to always put out 2 for each zodiac every week. Um, so here's the thing. This is kind of quirky. You're just gonna have to roll with me and realize that this is all like dreamscape. Okay. So before I turned on the camera, I just kind of sat and did a little, kind of like let my brain go free and see what it comes up with. And I had this image of a lizard out in the desert, and the lizard was not very big, but it had like really impressive, kind of like horny, kind of like appendages and such around its head and eyes in particular. But this lizard started to shed its skin. But what was interesting is, as it kind of like, I was watching, it was like out here in the desert, and the heat was like making its skin kind of like dry and then crack, and it was just kind of like peeling back. But when it was peeling back to reveal was this iridescent blue, like gorgeous, shiny. And then I realized it was changing. It wasn't a lizard anymore. It was a car, like a sports car, like a really fancy, really uniquely colored, but now it's like a full-sized car. So again, in the dreamscape world, anything is possible. Listen, the way I would identify that imagery is, um lizards, yes, they're desert creatures. They can live in harsh conditions that other creatures can't. But it was very clearly being affected by the sun. It was being dried out, but the sun is also something that powers things up, right? And I feel like it was giving way. It was is going through a metamorphosis, right? It was going from a lizard, which in and of itself is an amazing creature, right? It's something to be revered, but it was giving way to something that was this sexy, sporty, but very unique, like iridescent, very eye catching, very swift. And so, you know how the movement of a lizard is like darting and it goes all over? That's basically the way this sports car was going to be able to move also. It was as if a creature could choose to become something that would suit it, if it became like, an inanimate object that could actually become animated, a lizard would become a sports car in the way it moves, in the sleekness. But this was like top of the line, and this was unique, custom color. This was, I don't know what it was about this iridescent, like turquoisey blue, but something really beautiful, something that moves really fast, something that, I feel like maybe after a long dry spell, somebody's life, what they want is to shed their old life and really take on this more rapid pace, this more, powerful. Um, I don't know. I think somebody's saying like, this has left a dry taste in my mouth. I want something more fresh. I want to upgrade myself, but I really want to change myself into something totally different. So somebody's peeling back their old skin for sure. Thing is, this person was already freaking amazing. So the upgrade that they do on themselves is going to be like really, like their value goes sky high. Their abilities shift and become something more amazing than ever. Their speed increases. Everything about them is upgraded, like so that they can live in a totally different environment. That's how I would look at this. Now we start with the Nine of Swords, which is a heck of a lot of concern and worry. Thing is, it ain't the Leo who's getting worried. It's got to be somebody else, because we got a Three of Cups. Somebody goes, oh my God, what happened to Leo? This is like, like the total like neck snap, rubbernecking that somebody does when they see an individual that they thought they used to know, that they thought was pretty sexy, and all of a sudden, we see this all the time in movies, right? Somebody is like, yeah, they're the person that everybody knows, and then something changes in their life, and pretty soon they're in this sleek outfit, and they got this, no new hairdo, and they got this new makeup, and they got this new body that they're rocking, and everything about them smells of confidence. That is stressing this person the heck out. What they see is the new version of Leo, and they know, wow, Leo is going to be living their life at a higher level. Therefore, the people that are going to be attracted to them are going to be many, and are going to be way, way more intense contenders for Leo's attention. So basically, this person has just, if they thought Leo was pretty rad, but say this person hadn't, I'm guessing they hadn't really taken much action toward the Leo. Now they realize, oh my gosh, Leo just got 10 times hotter, 10 times more attractive, 10 times more Like everybody wants them now. My competition just went through the roof. They may already think that Leo is more desirable than they've ever been, and now everybody sees them in the same way. This person, here's what I'm not a fan of. It looks like this person's emotions, their love for the Leo has just leveled up to the area of like a King of Cups. Like, oh my God, but I really love the Leo. And this is like a huge crash all of a sudden. Like something has kind of like hit them like a ton of bricks that, wow, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't say it. Maybe I should have said it. Maybe I didn't know it until now. I feel like this knowledge that the Leo is like everything they wanted. I think this person realizes now that they made some pretty big misstep. I think that something's kind of crashing down on them. And with this Four of Swords, I think it has to do with, why have I been silent all this time? Why didn't I speak up? Why didn't I tell the Leo how I felt? Why have I been in silent mode? I think it's just now hitting them that they, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Why did I just go on silent hiatus from Leo, ignore them and hide out, so that then Leo could like basically just have this crazy intense glow up, and now everybody sees this. Okay, we have an Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they're already imagining that Leo has got like the greatest potential lover of all time right there on the horizon. Somebody who's going to give them a life of ease, somebody who's going to be wealthy, somebody who's going to be, and that might be the case. Somebody who could come in and say, hey, you know, I want you to be my king, my queen, come sit on this throne. I had it custom made for you, for your buns only. I'm an emperor. I have all of my life already put together. All I've been looking for is a mate. Leo, you fit the bill. Come on, come on. Come on and be with me. This person feels like that's got to be what's happening, because who wouldn't be, what emperor wouldn't be looking for exactly what the Leo is? They feel like they missed out on a once in a million, once in a lifetime, that this person is kind of all just grumpy over here, though, feeling like they missed out on their mermaid. They can't quite believe that they messed this one up, that they sat on it, didn't come toward the Leo, and now they know that the Leo's got somebody else who wants to whisk them away, give them a castle in the sky. We have a Two of Pentacles. This person is thinking about, do I try to come in and say something? Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. They're sure, they're telling themselves like the worst possible scenario in their mind, worst possible scenario, because they're like, no way would I ever be able to like gain the attention of a Leo and get them away from an emperor, right? There's just no way. They're going to belong to that emperor, heart, soul, body, and mind, and I've lost out. But there's this little piece of them that says, but what if I did try to come forward? What if I came in and tried to offer something, but they just don't know what to do here? They just don't know what to do. Let's change decks here for some other energy here. We've got a Four of Swords in the reverse. We've got a Two of Wands upright. The Action of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Swords upright. Seven of Wands in the reverse. I have to say, I don't know that they're that far wrong. The Leo is definitely not in silent mode anymore. And it's funny, you know, that couch, that's basically the color that I was trying to describe, like an iridescent turquoisey blue of the imagery of a sports car that I was talking about that comes out of that lizard. I feel like they are correct. Leo is totally healed and is out ready to mingle. Leo does have more than one option, or certainly will if they chose it. Everything is aligning for them. They've got their pick of careers, they've got their pick of lovers, they've got their pick of a lot of different things in life right now. They also won't be pushed to make any swift decisions. And if anything, they won't tolerate anybody who attempts to approach them with anything less than the truth, because Leo's keeping their life simple. They want to figure out the options that come toward them. They only want things that are going to be truthful, things that are going to be straightforward, things that are going to be honest. I think that that's very telling, that that is specifically what the Leo wants. They want stuff that is straightforward, honest, 7 of Cups in the reverse, and no confusion. This Leo is like, my life is way too busy for me to settle for anyone who's going to be like messing about, anyone who's going to be making problems, anyone who's going to be creating drama. We got the Mastery of Cups that came out mostly in the reverse here. I don't think that this Leo sees themselves as giving to this connection anymore. I don't even know if it's on the Leo's radar at this point. Tell me about that person then. Tell me about that person. Ooh. We got the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Man, that's all they think about day and night, night and day. How can I come back? How can I come back? How can I come back? Because this is like somewhere in the temple of their mind, their heart, their soul. They still want the Leo. But this person is very disjointed at best. They've been very disjointed. Why did they sit on this instead of come forward? Why did they do that? We have an 8 of Wands. We have a Death card in the reverse. We have the Messenger of Cups. I mean, honestly, this person wanted to keep Leo somehow in their life, but they weren't really wanting to be able to give a love offer, but they wanted to make sure that they held, like reserved a slot for themselves. They didn't want Leo to be done with them, but they didn't want to make a love offer. They just wanted to have like basically someone to keep talking to when it suited them, not make any decisions. This person was, and now it's very different. Now they're like, holy smokes, I just totally wrecked this one. I still don't get why, but I think that no wonder this is not really even on the Leo's radar at this point. You know, with that Mastery of Cups, they're not really thinking about like, really, do I need this person in my life? What person? They never offered me anything. They're not on my radar. Tell me what the Leo ends up with. 4 of Coins in the reverse, something that they totally let go of any stress. They totally let go of possibly memories of this person. They totally let go of, ooh, they get a Nurturer of Coins. This is a King of Coins, but in this deck, this would normally be the Queen. So we have a masculine queen, essentially. What we've got is somebody who is super in touch with, you know, however they identify, masculine or feminine, they're also very in touch with the opposite energy vibe within themselves. So this person is like such a great harmony. This is somebody stable. This is somebody loving. This is somebody who's like, they've got all of the strength. And it's so funny because you know how I said it's like this person, our Leo imagery started out like with them as a lizard out in the desert, dry desert. Look at how lush and green. This almost looks like someplace in Hawaii, right? Because we have the ocean, we have these green mountains. I feel like whoever this person is for the Leo, it's the exact opposite of what they had dealt with, where maybe they dealt with someone who was kind of dry, didn't, you know, put much energy into something. This Nurturer of Coins, this is the person the Leo ends up with. It's an amazing person. It's somebody who's lush and green. It's somebody who has like a lot of like, this is a relationship that has the potential for a ton of growth, a lot of love, a lot of consistency, a lot of truth. And it just feels so much better than what the Leo was dealing with in the past. Is there anything to say about like what happens to that person? Let's just go with one final, let's change decks one more time. Is there anything to say what happens with that person from the past? 10 of Wands, Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Hermit. I mean, this is not super nice perhaps, but this person kind of like, they stay in that dry, kind of barren landscape. I feel like this whole thing kind of ages them because I do think that they missed a really great chance. And I feel like they spy on the Leo and they don't really replace the Leo with anybody else. And they kind of are just pushed to go into like some real deep work that they've needed to do on themselves. Because like the question is still out there, like, why did this person not take action if they loved the Leo? Why did they want to hold on to the Leo but not offer much? Why didn't they realize that, you know, if you meet somebody amazing and you care about them, why don't you go ahead and like put effort in and make sure this person knows that you care about them? And we never got an answer to that. Well, with that Hermit card, that's just the whole point. They didn't even have an answer as to why they did that. So it looks like this person has to go through some maybe big growth phase. They almost needed to lose the Leo before they were ever going to be able to they almost needed to get disappointed by their own actions before they were ever going to look at themselves and the reasons why they do what they do. So, I mean, the Leo turns out to have an amazing life. Yes, their life gets very upgraded. This person, they could upgrade too, but it's going to require them to do some work on themselves first. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys for being with me. Thanks so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. As always, I am a storyteller, not a psychic, so do bear that in mind. If you do enjoy my free artwork, awesome. Please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget right now, if you are watching the bonus general messages, you will see that every single day that I put that video out, I'm also doing a giveaway of a different prize every day. And it's right at the beginning of those videos. So if you're watching that series, feel free to enter to win. It's open to all my subscribers. To subscribe is free, of course. It's just something I always do every year to thank my subscribers. So, all right, you guys, have a beautiful day.